welcome back to Mummy Mayhem.
Hello there.
We thought that today we would have a little discussion about the recent royal wedding. Our opinions of it, what we thought of the dress.
Oh yeah.
That's a very talked about topic at the moment. What we thought of Meghan Markle, or now the Duchess of Sussex. Yeah, and just our opinions on the whole day, because it seems to be very, very talked about at the moment. Even, you know, it was on the weekend, and so it's like almost a week.
We're Wednesday now.
Yeah, so half a week ago.
Yeah.
And it's still being talked about, you know, obviously, as it should. It's a massive event.
Not very many we'll see, obviously, in our lifetime, I suppose, as well.
No.
So we've had 2 royal weddings that we've seen.
2 lovely royal weddings. So I watched the royal wedding at home. I had it on the TV from like really early on. I think we were watching it on BBC. Is that the only one that showed it? I don't know.
I can't remember because it was on at work, so all our TVs were literally spread out with all of.
Nice. Yeah,
so
we watched it at home. The kids watched it as well. And because, you know, it's like a monumental moment in time, isn't it? Not something that you're ever going to get the option of seeing again, like happening as it is. Yeah, so I really enjoyed it.
I did. I was actually, I know it sounds so silly, but I was at work, so I couldn't enjoy the fullness of the event that was happening, but because if we were quiet and I was going around and then I went on my lunch, I got to see most of it, well, to be honest, I got to see a good chunk of it, just because I was going around different TVs and listening to it and turning it up a bit. But I really got excited. I don't know why, but I really got excited about it. I was just like, I think it was the anticipation of the dress. The dress was the main thing I think we were all looking for.
I just love a good wedding.
Yeah, it's just amazing. But do you know what made me laugh was the fact of seeing all the people turning up, and they would like zooming into like Beckham's and like James Corden and everyone. Yeah, and I was surprised of where people were sitting and what seats they were sitting on, because when I looked at before the layout happened and everyone sat down, I was actually surprised because they looked like little chairs that you would get garden chairs wise.
Yeah, like, I did notice that, and I thought, oh, they don't look like, you'd expect like pews, wouldn't you? You know,
or
like,
even not that, just like proper nice fancy like chairs with a tie back on them. Just something. I'm really shocked. But then I was like, oh, that's the B list and that's the A list, obviously, that was sitting there. So it was quite funny actually seeing where people were sitting.
I think it looked beautiful inside there with all the flowers and the greenery around the arches. Oh, that was amazing. I loved that.
It must have cost an absolute
and I read
fortune.
that to keep all the flowers fresh, there was actually hidden buckets of water.
Oh really?
Yeah, they were hidden, and little like, not vases, but like sort of vials of water with the stems in, hidden all inside all of those flowers to keep them fresh, which I think is a brilliant idea, and for them to have hidden it all so well.
Yeah, they were a good forest.
Yeah, very good. So onto the dress, like the most talked about.
And the veil, I must admit.
And the veil.
Yeah.
My personal opinion, she was perfect. It was stunning. She was stunning. The dress and the veil. Because do you know what? It was her day. It was her choice, her day. And I mean, she would, I suppose, the weight that must have been on her shoulders of picking something that was right, considering the family that she was marrying into. And I'm sure there's sort of rules and regulations that she has to follow.
To be very sophisticated. And she looked stunning.
She did. I think she did perfectly, you know. There's been so many comments, oh, it didn't fit her properly, it was too plain, it was this, that and the other. Maybe for you know, I probably wouldn't choose a dress like that, but it wasn't my wedding.
My dress was, like, obviously had a little bit of sparkles, but then again, I didn't really go for. I never went for the dress that I particularly
thought you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that happens to a lot of people.
Yeah, I think it's also when you get in the dress as well, you realise that sometimes the style that's in your mind doesn't always suit you. Yeah.
Yeah, or
I honestly thought the dress was very sophisticated, very elegant. It was stunning. She looked beautiful.
She did.
The veil obviously finished it off. It was gorgeous.
Yes, that was so beautiful.
I wouldn't have liked that on my head.
I love the length of it. How amazing and how long.
I'd be worried I'd trip over it.
And the fact that she walked into that church on her own, wow.
I know, bless
You know,
her heart.
what confidence, what an amazing woman to do that, you know, to say, it's okay, I can handle this situation, I've got it.
And then
for Prince
of Wales,
Charles to give her away.
Yeah.
That was just a lovely little touch, I think, as her dad couldn't make it.
He was poorly in
the States.
Yeah.
I think that was really nice. That was him sort of saying, you know, you're accepted in the family, you're one of us, like, you know, we're sort of one now, which was lovely. And
her face looks so beautiful though, because like she was obviously very minimal makeup. She looks stunning. She's got a gorgeous figure anyway, but I mean, she just looked very...
She's naturally beautiful anyway, so I don't think she didn't need to go OTT with it, did she?
No, not at all. And I think just the smile on her face constantly,
and do you know what?
was
The looks on their faces, the way they looked at each other, the way they looked into each other's eyes, you can tell that they're really in love, and that was the most lovely thing to see and to watch and witness. It was amazing. It was It was as if they were unaware of anyone else around them, unaware of the cameras, unaware of the people and the guests. It was just them up there at that altar. It was just them.
Yeah.
Everyone else could have vanished, and they probably wouldn't have even noticed. It was so lovely to watch.
I just loved them looking at each other. Where you could see true love.
Yeah,
it was so beautiful.
It was so nice. And then her second dress, that was, who was that by?
See, I missed that bit.
Oh, it was like a halter neck, long one. I think...
Damn, I missed that one.
I can't remember who the dress was by. What designer?
I can't remember either, because if I was watching something the other day...
oh, it's gone. But anyway, that was lovely as well. Again, quite understated, classic, classy, full length with sort of a mermaid's tail.
Okay.
Halter neck and rather loose fitting, but still...
You could see her figure.
Yeah, rather loose fitting, but still fitting, not skin tight. You know, it was just sort of.
I think
it grazed her figure. It was lovely.
I'm sure they have to have like a
dress code.
Yeah,
but she really did like style it up. You know, it wasn't sort of.
Did she still have her tiara in?
No, not for the evening.
Oh, God, that was gorgeous. That
she
tiara.
had an updo with her hair, but it was different to the day's one.
Oh, okay.
No tiara, no veil for the evening, and Harry had given her Princess Diana's aquamarine ring. Big jewel on it, and she teamed it with that, and that looks nice.
Oh, that's so sweet though, that there's something of his mum.
Yeah, I think from the articles I read, they'd done certain things that might have been invisible to us, but they were to honour her, which was lovely.
Yeah, that must be an emotional day, obviously not having their mum there at their wedding, and obviously for her dad not to be there as well, that must have been quite hard for her, but you could see that they're still smiling, and
I don't think it mattered. I think they were so in love and they just wanted it to be them that they really didn't care who was there and who wasn't.
I'm so sad, but I absolutely loved it. I thought it was such a beautiful thing to watch, because of, again, as we were saying, like, it is, you don't see very many royal weddings.
It's monumental. It's a part of history, isn't it?
I think the next weddings that we'll probably see is when Prince George is going to be like...
Yeah, we'll be super old by then though.
Will we still be doing these films?
We'll still be chatting away.
But yeah, we just thought it would just obviously touch on their wedding and
give our opinions of it. You know, she got so much slack for the way that she chose to have her wedding. You know, there was people saying she didn't have enough makeup on, or she had too little on, her eyebrows weren't perfect, she shouldn't have had her hair up, this, that and the other. They need to just back down. Maybe they wouldn't have done their wedding like that, but it wasn't their wedding. It was
a
hers.
royal wedding. Like, they can't go out glitz and glamour like you would in Hollywood.
Yeah,
like, she's a natural beauty anyway. She didn't need anything.
There was someone moaning somewhere that she didn't have fake eyelashes on. Why would she? It's her wedding day. She looked beautiful the way she was. She really, you know, don't need to.
He's not falling in love with her for
being off the only way is Essex, you know. He's in love with her. You
couldn't imagine her like orange tan and big lashes and like red lips and stuff. It's you could see that's not her anyway through all the pictures that she's had before. So.
Exactly, it was perfect, and the wedding photos that they released as well.
Oh,
you could see the royal side of there in there. You know, the the sort of the more formal ones, but then you could also see a lot of personal touches from like their engagement shoot as well. They'd obviously styled or said the style they wanted, and that's really come across well, and they were just absolutely stunning photos. So we wish the new Duke and Duchess of Sussex the best of luck in their married life, and
Congratulations, obviously.
congratulations, yes, and thank you for letting us watch your special day.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Bye.